Thank you to Professor Huang's introduction. Good morning. And my talk, I'm very happy to be here to present our past 20 years experience in the study of A71's immunopathogenesis. And this is the case, actually our first case encountered in the 1998. And the case is just a 1 year, 10 months old girl. And he have hand-and-mouth disease. And in that early morning, he had vomiting, cough raging, and progressed dyspnea for 3 hours. And this is Dr. Low just talking about the first case culture. Culture proved EV71. And after that, you know that a big outbreak happened in Taiwan. And the question raised, many questions raised. The most important one is why benign hand-and-mouth disease becomes so virulent in that year. And why most of the severe cases young age. And the third one is what is the pathogenesis? What is different between the 1998, because before we have our therapy demonstrate, EV71 already preserved for children about 5 years old, they are positive for EV71 antibody. And one urgent question is therapeutic agent. What kind of agent we can treat? And vaccine needed. So today I would just want to talk about my experience about third one, because other people were talking about other important issues. So the first one is Professor Lin already mentioned about the clinical staging of hand-and-mouth disease. Most of them actually they are simple one, that means the hand-and-mouth of pathogen. But a few of them become septic meningitis or very stem anxiety. Then severe case progress to the autonomic nervous system dysregulation, then cardiac pulmonary failure, including pulmonary edema, pulmonary hemorrhage. And this is another one after that was published in the NCKUH. We collect our cases and publish. Actually, this journal is GD Xiong's journal initially. So he asked me, we published 3 papers, very important paper, published that actually initially as a new change from Journal of Clinical Virology. And one is clinical, another is pathology, another is virology study. But now that has become very important data. And another one important publication from our hospital is a neurology complication. Actually, Professor Huang in this afternoon first talk we are talking about this. Later on he published in the NCKUH about the neurology complication. So we know that this disease is neurotropic. You can find out in the brainstem, bones, and most of them they also find in the spinal cord. And this is a picture of hand-and-mouth disease. And actually, the severe case, if you have monitored, you can find out that in the autonomic system dysregulation state, they have tachycardia. So what our warning sign is that if the tachycardia about 150, you should be very careful for this kind of disease. And central hypothermia, that is the character in the severe cases. So that means that brainstem regulation or the cardiac pulmonary, the temperature, that means in the bones, in our mid-brain, severely infected by this virus. And you can find out, initially this case is 5-month-old boy, not so severe, but a few hours later, it becomes cardiac pulmonary edema. And the typical feature in MRI is that bones, brainstem, and the spinal cord, all this area. This is the T280. So other speakers will talk more detail later on. And our interest is what is the clinical cases, what we can find their character. So cytokine is one of very important because why this kind of disease becomes so severe so rapidly. There must be something wrong inside the body. And we find out this is some of in one representing cases, very severe cases. We have dynamic all this every 12 hours. I get the blood sample and I find out initially, most important, that the race is interleukin 13. This is cytokine is very important to pulmonary edema. So initially it's very high. Later on, interleukin 10, that is anti-inflammation cytokine. So that host defense mechanism. And then later on, in interferon gamma, that is host immunity defense, also important to pulmonary edema. And you can also find out the serial dysregulation. All the CD4, CD8, NK cell decrease after disease onset within 24 to 48 hours. And this is the correct current cases. You can find out interleukin 10 decrease, especially in those more severe cases, is very, very high. And also interferon gamma, interleukin 13. And the serial function also dysregulation, not just the cytokines, so that CD4, CD8, CD3, NK cell, all these in severe cases is changed, decreased very markedly. And poisoning also found out that interleukin 6 and blood glucose level in those pulmonary edema cases, all the interleukin 6 fibrous count and the glucose level all elevate very markedly compared to non-pulmonary edema cases. And in our colleague, from the severe case, use the artery line, you can find out the cardiac pulmonary decompensation cases are not directly caused by viral myocarditis. I think the next lecture, Professor Hu will talking about more detail that due to the non-inferiority effect. And so it's due to the systemic inflammation response. So our finding, interleukin 10, interleukin 13, interferon gamma are all very important to the pulmonary edema in patients with severe EB71 infection that already have some other published already. And the cytokine and the pulmonary edema also have pro and anti-inflammatory action. They are fighting. So if they are imbalanced, patient cannot may go to a more severe form disease like severe pulmonary edema and hemorrhage. But if you can correct that kind of that status, it can change very quickly. So that's what the idea we have worked later on. And the chemokine also changed. What is chemokine? Plasma level. Interferon gamma, protein 10, monocyte chemoattractor protein 1, and the MINC, and the interleukin 8. All these chemokines also are higher in the patient with severe EB71 infection, such as the pulmonary edema. So, but very interesting, we find out that the branches didn't change. So not just cytokine, chemokine, all have some role in the severe cases. And what is this issue? What about the central nervous system? We find in the central nervous system, the cytokine also have a big change. Actually, some say there are receptors in CNS also in patients with CNS infection, ischemia, shock, trauma, degeneration process, and also find out infiltrating mononuclear cell or microglia astrocyte also have some role in this CNS cytokine storm. So we detect the CSF on those severe cases, including isolated brainstem anxieties or autonomous system dysregulation or pulmonary edema. You can find out and compare to just Epidemic meningitis. You can find out in the Epidemic meningitis either, but all these children are younger and they have a very similar status, but their cytokines different. And this is the PG slide, a summary here. We find out CS level or interleukin 1 beta, interleukin 6, interferon gamma in the severity of EB71 brainstem anxiety increase, and the interferon gamma is more important, especially in the severe form. And all this data makes some sense to the treatment strategy. So what do we do? So, is there any therapeutic agent can use to correct this dysregulation of cytokine or cellular function? So we tried the first one, actually, in the 1998 outbreak already used, but at that time, the outcome is bad. For case use IVIG, but not already high. But we check the patient who received IVIG, that interleukin 6, interleukin 8, interferon gamma, in those severe cases or autonomic system dysregulated cases, after the IVIG, you can find out 24 hours that all this decreased very markedly. And also in interleukin 10 and interleukin 13. So what is the mechanism? Some people say IVIG may have antivirus, but it's too late. You use IVIG in the virus already attacked the brain. That is too late. So the role of IVIG is just to neutralize the cytokine storm. So what is the timing? The CDC guideline in Taiwan said that if you have brainstem and so you should use IVIG, but in my experience, we should, when you find out nervous system dysregulation, at that time you can use it. But early, there's so many cases, it's not so effective, it's very expensive. And how about other drugs? Because most of the cases already use IVIG, but if the patient progresses to pulmonary edema, how can we treat that? In 2002, Professor Lin, in his clinical infectious disease, they tried Milo. What is Milo? Milo is a cyclic nucleotide phosphodiesterase inhibitor 3. And it is an old drug, actually. It can increase cardiac output, decrease systemic vascular resistance, and pulmonary capillary wedge pressure, and without excess myocardial oxygen consumption. So it has both inotropic and vasodilatory properties. So we test patient use Milo and non-treated with immuno, you can find out that interleukin-13 decreased very markedly compared to non-treated. And also, other factors like the white count, platelet count, plasma level of interleukin-13, and also decreased the mortality rate from 1998, 92% decreased to later on 36%. And in the 2008 and 2013 in our hospital, only 1%. And in 2012, no mortality in our hospital. So later on, we have a clinical trial in the 2010 cooperation with the Children's Hospital #1 in the Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam. So that the international collaboration from NSI, NCKUH, and the Children's Hospital #1 at that time. And then later on, the result is published in the critical care medicine. That's very effective in the treatment of severe pulmonary edema cases. And another issue is what is the age factor? You can find out more severe cases more younger, and this one younger, and the normal one that is distribution. So what's the reason? Actually, in the study of EV71, we have any model, we have many cellular model, and this one is one of the model we have. We use the damage model, antibody-dependent enhancement. We can find out in the subneutralized antibody, which can induce more severe, higher titer viral load in the cellular in vitro cellular study, also in the mice study. So I think why the young age, why the maternal antibody decrease to a subneutralization level, it can enhance viral replication in the young kid and it become more severe in this young kid. So the viral load is high and the mortality rate is high in this young age. That as proposed. But one of the important factors is the Enterovirus. Why in recent years in Taiwan there are not so many big outbreaks, I think the viral virus is changed. And summary, in my immunopathogenesis, I will summary in this slide. When patient got infected and actually is root is through GI tract from spinal cord, very similar to poliovirus that we have our animal approved, and ascending from spinal cord to the bones and then to midbrain is vital center. So it becomes very severe. And this stage 2A and 2B cases, they have severe cytokine storm both in the cell and in the CNS. And the catecholamine increased very markedly. And the next talk we are talking about this issue. And it causes inflammatory response in the lung and cause pulmonary edema and pulmonary hemorrhage. So we can use IVIG to block both this and both this pathway and decrease the mortality. And this is my talk. Thank you for your attention.